From Denver, you're watching Daybreak with Tom Green, Angie Austin, Chris Tomer, and Chris Parente, named Denver's best morning newscast by the Associated Press.
Plus, gardeners, we show you what you can start planting right now to get your yard looking like spring. All right, well, it's spring, and that means we'll be spending more and more time outdoors in the garden. I love the garden. So what should you be planting right now to bloom this summer? Chad Brunette from the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado joins us live this morning to show us. And what's funny is I didn't know Chad was coming in, and he has actually worked with me on my yard. So it looks great, by the way.
Good.
Oh, good.
That's good.
All right, so I forgot you were so tall, too, by the way. All right, so what kinds of things, like I want to know, what can I put in my yard right now?
Okay, there's 3 things that you can plant right now. There's cold hardy annuals.
All right.
Like pansies, primrose, dianthus, snapdragons.
All right.
They add lots of color right now. They look beautiful.
And don't you need lots of these because they're tiny? Like you have to buy just like flat after flat of them?
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And so you can mix colors and try to bring out the best in each individual plant. So you can put them in the pots
or in the yard?
Yeah, I would recommend putting them in the yard.
Okay.
And just make sure it's a little early to start your sprinkler systems.
All right.
So make sure you give them lots of water.
So you'll hand water them with the hose or whatever?
Like once per week.
Okay, so no sprinklers yet?
No, about 3 weeks till we start our sprinklers up.
Okay, so besides this, what else?
We've got bulbs.
Oh, yeah, I did some of these.
Yeah, it's not tulips and daffodils. Those you plant in the fall.
Yes.
These are bulbs you plant in the spring that bloom in the summer. So we have lilies and gladiolas. You can also plant autumn crocus. They all need to go about 6 inches in the soil. You want to make sure they're deep enough to give you the most bloom.
Now, in terms of the gladiolas, I did a lot of those, and our friend Rob Proctor said you may or may not see them survive because of our climate. So, so sometimes they will survive the winter?
Correct. If they're up against a south wall or a west wall where they might get a little bit more winter heat, then they have a more
better chance of surviving.
And
then my mole in my front yard ate all of my tulips, but not the daffodils. Will the mole eat these?
They may.
Okay.
And starting your bulbs off with some bone meal or blood meal fertilizer will help deter animals.
Really? Now, I've never done that. Do you put that in with the bulb, just throw some in, or does it go on top of the soil?
You can just do a pinch of each. You can, if you don't want to use your hands, you can use a spoon.
Okay.
Just like a tablespoon with each bulb.
Mixed into the dirt?
Right in the bottom of the
bottom of the hole. Okay, so dig 6 inches down, put one of these in, and then some of that. Now, our friend Rob also taught me that I could do a whole bouquet and do 6 inches down and throw them all in there.
Yep, and that would be like for tulips and things like that in the fall. With these plants, they will form clumps themselves, so you don't really need to mass them all in a big hole.
It's been really dry. Do we need to really make sure we water the ones we already have in, like our irises and other things?
Yes.
Okay, they looked pretty dry. Okay, so besides the bulbs, which I find very exciting to plant,
they're beautiful.
So fun. I know, I love them. What else can I plant? Oh, already some veggies?
Start your vegetable garden.
All right, because some you can't start yet. What can I start?
So any kind of cabbage plant, cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, those can all be started from seed.
And the rhubarb?
Rhubarb, Swiss chard, kale, any type of salad green, those are all perfect to start right now. They like cool temperatures.
Now, what about inside? Could I do some seeds?
You could start them all inside it as well.
So you do like a little flat. So I could start, if I wanted, I could put these outside, and then what could I start inside that might be good to get started before, because it's too cold to put them out yet?
You could start your tomatoes now.
All right.
If you have a 5-gallon pail, fill it with compost, start your tomatoes in there. And when it's in May, after Mother's Day weekend, when it's safe to put things outside, they'll be on their way to giving you some nice tomatoes.
Awesome. It's so cool to see you again and have you come in. You guys did great work in my yard.
Thank you.
You're so funny when you came in. I didn't know it was you. All right. Thanks, Chad.